Imagine a giant shaggy creature wading into the surf, its massive claws slicing through the foamy water as it moves with surprising grace. At first glance, you might mistake it for some kind of ancient bear, but look closer. This is no bear, it's a prehistoric ground sloth, one of the most remarkable mammals to ever roam the earth. Some ancient ground sloths, like the extraordinary Thalassocnus, weren't just land giants, they were also capable swimmers, venturing into the waves with ease. These sloths adapted to coastal life, venturing into the ocean to graze on seagrass and seaweed, a diet that set them apart from their land-dwelling relatives. Fossil evidence reveals their bones were unusually dense, acting like a diver's weight belt and helping them stay submerged as they foraged underwater. This surprising aquatic adaptation shatters our assumptions about ground sloths as slow, lumbering land animals, revealing a hidden side to their story. The Pleistocene world was one of constant change, ice ages, shifting coastlines, and evolving habitats that demanded innovation and resilience from every creature. Ground sloths thrived by being adaptable, conquering forests, grasslands, mountains, and even coastlines, always finding new ways to survive. Their story is not just about size or strength, but about versatility, resourcefulness, and the will to survive in a changing world. From the wind-swept Peruvian coast to the heights of the Andes, these remarkable animals explored new environments and overcame countless challenges. The swimming sloth is just the first chapter in a grand tale of survival and adaptation, a testament to the unexpected paths evolution can take. Nature's ingenuity is on full display in the story of the ground sloth, reminding us that even the most unlikely creatures can surprise us with their resilience and adaptability. The ground sloth's journey is tied to a monumental event in Earth's history, the Great American Biotic Interchange, a turning point that forever changed the wildlife of two continents. For millions of years, North and South America were separated by vast oceans, each evolving its own unique caste of animals and plants, isolated from one another. South America was home to ground sloths, armadillos, and opossums, while North America boasted horses, camels, and fearsome saber-toothed cats. These continents were like separate worlds, each with its own evolutionary experiments. Then, about 3 million years ago, a dramatic geological event occurred. The Isthmus of Panama rose from the sea, bridging the gap and creating a land connection between the continents. This new land bridge became a migration highway for countless species. Ground sloths were among the most successful migrants, venturing northward into unfamiliar territories and leaving their mark across the landscape. As they moved, they encountered new climates, strange plants, and fierce predators like saber-toothed cats and giant bears, challenges that tested their ability to adapt and survive. This epic migration was a true test of adaptability and survival, demanding resilience and ingenuity from every species that attempted the crossing. The interchange wasn't one-sided. Northern animals like mammoths, big cats, and even ancient wolves moved south, mixing the faunas and creating new ecological dynamics. This dramatic blending of species and habitats shaped the rich biodiversity we see in the Americas today, making it one of the most vibrant regions on Earth. The ground sloth's expansion is a testament to their resilience, versatility, and the remarkable ability of life to adapt to new challenges. They flourished in new lands, overcoming obstacles on a continental scale, and their story is just one chapter in the ongoing saga of life's adaptability. The journey of the ground sloth helped redefine the ecosystems of two continents, leaving a legacy that still echoes in the wild places of the Americas today. What made ground sloths so successful? Their evolutionary toolkit, a fascinating blend of physical traits and adaptations. Their massive size, some as tall as giraffes, deterred most predators and let them reach food others couldn't. This sheer size was a key factor in their survival. Their iconic claws were thick, powerful, and multi-purpose. For defense, digging, and pulling down branches, these claws were essential tools for their daily activities, They walked on the sides of their feet to protect these formidable tools, ensuring their claws remained sharp and effective. Their skeletons were built for power and stability, with strong hind legs and a muscular tail for a tripod stance. This unique structure provided them with a solid foundation. This allowed them to rear up, browse high branches, and defend themselves. Their ability to stand tall gave them an advantage in both feeding and protection. Their teeth grew continuously, perfect for grinding tough, gritty vegetation. This adaptation was crucial for their herbivorous diet. This combination, size, claws, tripod stance, and ever-growing teeth, let them thrive in diverse habitats. They were versatile creatures, capable of adapting to various environments. Ground sloths were not just giants. They were highly adaptable survivors. Their physical traits allowed them to navigate and flourish in a changing world. Their physical adaptations opened up new worlds of opportunity, enabling them to exploit resources that other animals couldn't. Evolution had equipped them for almost anything, making them one of the most fascinating creatures of their time. The ground sloth's adaptability shines in its diet. They were generalist herbivores, eating leaves, twigs, fruits, flowers, grasses, and even digging for roots. Fossilized dung reveals a menu as varied as the landscapes they roamed. This flexibility let them thrive from tropical forests to cold woodlands, switching foods as needed. Some scientists even suggest that giant sloths like Megatherium may have scavenged meat on occasion. Whether or not they ate meat, their main strategy was bulk feeding, processing huge amounts of tough plants. Their large digestive systems, likely filled with symbiotic bacteria, extracted maximum nutrition. By eating almost any plant and processing it efficiently, they powered their massive bodies. Dietary versatility was key to their success across 2 continents. The ground sloth's menu was as impressive as its size. Not all ground sloths stayed inland. Some became coastal pioneers. Thalassocnus, the swimming sloth of Peru, evolved dense bones and wide snouts for grazing underwater meadows. This aquatic adaptation let them exploit food sources untouched by other large mammals. Even non-aquatic sloths, like Megalonyx, reached offshore islands, showing surprising swimming abilities. Coastal living offered refuge from predators and new food supplies. These sloths were true explorers, pushing the boundaries of where a giant mammal could live. From arid plains to ocean waters, they colonized diverse environments. Their coastal adventures remind us not to underestimate prehistoric life. The image of a giant sloth swimming in the sea is one of nature's great surprises. Megalonyx jeffersoni, or Jefferson's ground sloth, was a North American success story. Named by Thomas Jefferson, its fossils span from Alaska to Mexico. About the size of an ox, it thrived in forests and woodlands, browsing on leaves and twigs. Its adaptability let it survive in climates from subarctic to subtropical. Megalonyx became a key part of Ice Age ecosystems, shaping vegetation and sharing the land with mammoths and early humans. Its journey northward is a testament to the ground sloth's resilience and adaptability. For over 2 million years, it was one of North America's most widespread giants. Ground sloths were ecological engineers, shaping forests and grasslands by consuming vast amounts of vegetation. When they pulled down branches, they opened the canopy, letting sunlight reach the forest floor and encouraging new growth. Their droppings dispersed seeds, helping plants like the avocado, which has a seed too large for any living native animal to swallow. The extinction of ground sloths left a void. Plants lost their giant partners for seed dispersal. Their absence changed ecosystems, affecting plant diversity and forest structure. Ground sloths were gardeners of the prehistoric world, tilling soil and planting seeds as they roamed. Their disappearance was more than the loss of a species. It was the loss of a powerful force in nature. The landscapes of the Americas still bear their mark. The ground sloth's story is both inspiring and cautionary. They survived for millions of years, adapting to new climates, foods, and continents. But around 10,000 years ago, they vanished, victims of rapid climate change and the arrival of humans. The pace of change was too fast for even these adaptable giants. Their extinction shows that resilience has limits when faced with sudden, multifaceted threats. Today, we're driving even faster changes: climate warming, habitat loss, and pollution. The ground sloth's fate is a warning. Even the most successful species can disappear. The web of life is resilient, but also fragile. We must learn from the past to protect our future. The story of the ground sloth is a lesson we can't afford to ignore. The journey of the ground sloth fills us with wonder and responsibility. Their adaptability inspires us to find new ways to live sustainably on our planet. We must rethink how we use resources, produce energy, and protect nature. Like the sloths, we can be engineers of our environment, but with foresight and care. Every choice matters: conserving energy, supporting sustainable products, protecting habitats. Let's demand bold action from leaders and become guardians of Earth's diversity. The chapter of the ground sloths has closed, but ours is still being written. Let's make it a story of hope, responsibility, and a thriving planet.